see what happens here. First corner, the left-hander, little roller into a small double and into the whoops. So look at this.
Flores taking the inside line there.
He kept it very gentlemanly, I'll say. And it's 4 laps of racing and 3 times off the jump. Your score will be counted as a freestyle jump. The last time, it will not count. In front, of course, is Lance Corey right now. And I was going to say, he's got some good freestyle skill. And Gilmar bringing a nice right side up trick.
And you can see there the differential dropping down, plus 2.44 already going to Lance Curry. He was the fastest out on the track in seeding, and he's putting some space between himself and Flores, and definitely Lance Curry has the bigger tricks out of these two.
At the end of that rhythm section, we saw Lance triple, double, single. There is an option to triple, triple. Nice!
Yeah, real nice dead body there.
For those of you that don't know speed and style, they're going to combine the score of their freestyle run with their speed score. And how the speed score is calculated by however much a rider wins by, he receives that many points towards his freestyle score. Oh, it looks like he's able to save it. But that whoop section almost claiming Gilmar.
So Corey has a huge lead right now. He really can just concentrate on these tricks. Nice no-handed flip from Lance Corey.
And this is the #1 qualifier against the #8 or last qualifier.
And interestingly enough, Gilmar Flores was added at the last minute because Bryce Hudson, who won gold last night, actually ended up breaking his tibia in practice. So disaster for Bryce Hudson, but right now it's all good for Lance Curry, who is going to come over the line, and I think he's going to definitely take this one.
Oh, well, I mean, he's going to get points by how much he wins by, so let's say he wins by 10 seconds. That will be added to his points, which you can already see is a 94. So in theory, we'll know what the final time is here in just a second to get the combined score, which is what we're going to be looking for.
So there we go. Lance Curry advances.
He has a great racing background, of course, a big freestyle background, and Podmal on the inside. He earned a bronze medal. Look, push him to the outside.
Yeah. Edgar being a little gentle, I think. So the white bike in front, that is the Czech Podmal. The Spaniard is on the blue bike, and he's looking for that inside line. So they're a little bit close on this rhythm section.
A couple different ways to do it there. I would think, being the cagey veteran, Torrent Terrace, you might see him get more aggressive, but it was Podmal who we saw getting more aggressive. Oh, cliffhanger flip. That's going to be a big score. Torrent Terrace with the whip.
This is going to be interesting because Podmal has some huge tricks. We know Edgar has a lot of big backflip tricks, but Podmal's really been on his game in freestyle lately. But look at that small differential there, only 0.4 between these two riders.
So the 94 we saw from Curry was the combined score, including his time. So we'll be able to compare well, we can't really compare because it's the amount of winning time each race. So another big whip, but
look at that, he's giving up on the freestyle portion of this because Podmal there did the Fred Flintstone or the Running Man, whatever we're calling it tonight, whereas Edgar just did another whip. So I think really this injury is plaguing him. You can see how slow he's moving through that rhythm section. And this really, I mean, it is sad because we touted Edgar Torrent Terrace in this one. He looked like he was full of energy this week.
Last scoring jump. And another whip. Torrent Terrace is hurt, but he's not afraid to throw the whip down the fans here.
And he almost beat Twitch last night in the best whip competition because you could see just how amazing he's able to throw that bike around.
That was very close. Podmal right now has been very solid, but not super flashy. He's had some huge tricks, though. I'm talking about on the track. He's been what I would call a tactician, and with the tricks, he's been really solid. He had some big ones there for sure.
And there you go. Advances easily. So Libor Podmal is going to go through, and I bet Edgar Torrent Terrace is actually kind of happy that he's going to get to go and sit the rest of this out.
Matt Ribot who has been returning from injury, and that is him with the white gear on, both riders on orange bikes. And Ronnie Renner, who does have a medal in this event from 2008. It's not the color he wanted. And look at this whole shot. Renner going for it on the outside. It looks like he's going to control. Now, he was our 4th fastest race or speed qualifier.
And that was second. And both of these guys have really good racing pedigrees, so you know that they can turn up the heat when they need to. Oh, look at this.
Oh, and neither rider triples through that end section. We saw him working on it quite a bit in practice today.
Do you think Ribot will give Renner a little bit of space because Ribot has the bigger tricks?
Well, we know, we're pretty sure anyway, we should say, that Renner's not going to do an inverted trick. He can do them, but he hasn't been. He's been concentrating on other aspects of his riding, namely the step up, which he took away a silver medal in, which will be disappointing for him, but he is not going to have the tricks to compete with Ribot, and Ribot's just keeping it close.
Ribot is really coming in there. You see, he's looking for that line too. He's kind of feeling things out. So 2 inverted tricks from Ribot already, which is obviously going to give him a much higher judges score for the style points.
And he's keeping it really close here.
He's kind of just dogging. He's following Ronnie along. He doesn't want to make any mistakes, but...
A little bit of a clip there going into that last section for Ribot. Get Renner leading right now. And this will be the last time that they are scored over the ramp. A big whip from Renner and a third inverted trick. And so we've been talking about it. The second place bike can win because of the bigger tricks will eliminate the time differential. So if Renner only wins by 3 seconds, and
right now less than a second.
Right, less than a second. So it's really not going to be a factor if Ribot keeps it this close, because he's easily going to have 5+ points on Renner when it comes to freestyle.
Renner's going to come across the line first, but is it going to be enough? Because of the style points of Matt Ribot. Let's see, we're waiting for the scores to come in. Ribot winning easily on that one. So it showed you how important those big tricks were. Oh. It says here Ronnie Renner advancing, but the scores look like they went Matt Ribot's way.
So we are going to clarify this.
So interesting there, we look at the scoring monitors here. It says Ribot, and it certainly looked from a style perspective. And the margin of error there that it should have been Ribot.
It was just a quick drop-down mistake. It's all good. I believe Ribot going through.
Probably the last you'll see of me tonight.
Probably the last you'll see of me tonight is what Ronnie Renner says. I'd be astonished if it isn't Matt Ribot that goes through. But waiting for clarification. Matt Ribot, it is confirmed he will advance through to the semifinal. Great matchup here. Andre Villa versus David Ronaldo. Villa got the best style score in seeding.
And was 3rd quickest, so something to look at.
And something I have to say, Brian Foster, who was in Step Up yesterday, actually gave parts from his bike to Andre Villa and couldn't take part in this because Villa's got the parts from his bike. So Andre Villa on the green bike looks like he's going to get the home shot.
And actually Andre is riding with one of the Endurocross riders' boots because he couldn't find his boots as well. So Andre, not with his own suspension, not with his own boots, but
on chest protector. Oh, I mean, a ton of stuff that Andre Villa doesn't have. He's kind of beg, steal, and borrow. If they kind of went to the thrift shop, I think, to get most of his stuff.
And Ronaldo has a racing background. And
double pump.
There's a flip for Ronaldo as well.
Ronaldo's got great tricks. In the past few months, David Ronaldo from France has been incredibly impressive in freestyle, but he doesn't have the racing chops that Andre Villa does.
Now let's see if Villa unveils his triple at the end here. There's one. No, he clips. And we know he was doing it in practice, and we also saw Ribot do it as well. So it's something we might see a little bit later.
But I don't think Andre has the pressure from David Ronaldo, though. Oh,
definitely not. With a flip. Right. Right side up trick from Ronaldo.
I think Ronaldo trying to show a little bit of variation there in his tricks with that Superman. But he's going to need to really kind of turn it up if he's going to catch up. Look at the differential there, over
There it
4
is.
seconds.
There's that last triple out of that rhythm section. So that could come into play later. That rhythm section could itself be in play. If we have some close racing, everybody likes the outside line. And if that line's full, you're going to have to go to the inside. So there could be a little bit of chaos when we do have tighter racing.
I'll tell you what I'm surprised about here. David Ronaldo has much bigger tricks than he's uncorking here, and he pulls them much cleaner. I think he really should have just stayed back a little bit and tried to go big with banger tricks, because Andre's got just a huge lead.
Ronaldo having a problem at the end of the whoops there.
Checkered flag for Andre Villa. I think this is going to be easy for him. Yeah, there it is. 84-66 to 77-66. So Andre Villa will go against Matt Ribot in the semifinals.
Lance Corey, yellow number 54, Libor Podmal.
Oh, Corey gets a two-stroke.
Almost gets underneath there.
Libor's looking for it. These guys both have a racing background. Big difference here. One is on a 4-stroke motorcycle, one is on a 2-stroke.
True that, and with the traction, you would think the 4-stroke putting to the ground would have the advantage, but in Enduro X, we saw Cody Webb on his 2-stroke looking really solid. Here's where we're going to see a interesting variation, super flip, and then the kiss of death flip. I'm sorry, the cliffhanger flip.
So both big tricks. The real question is, how is the extension on both those tricks? Look like Corey was a little bit kind of crumpled up. Looks like maybe we had better extension there from Libor Podmal, but the chick's going to have to hurry up because 3 seconds is a big gap. That is 3 points in the style score from the judges.
Big heel clicker flip, yeah. So let's see what Podmal goes right side up.
Does the running man. French Flintstone, Sidewinder. It's a trick with 3 names.
It depends on who was doing it.
It's an awesome trick.
It is. It's a huge amount of commitment off the side of the bike, running next to it and grabbing back on, and then getting your legs back over. And Podmal dropping even further back, it looks like here. Lance Corey.
Curry going for the no-hander flip. What does Podmal have to answer that? Wow. Nice big whip flip, almost an underflip there. He didn't roll the shoulders under completely, but big statement. But I think Lance Curry putting so much time between the two is going to give himself a buffer. And you can see how slow Libor Podmal was back there in that rhythm section.
Watching the tricks and then Podmal having a problem in that rhythm section. So here's the checkers for Lance. Throwing a little whip over the finish line. He will go to the gold medal match. And there's your combined 91-61. When you combine the time score, how much time you put on Podmal and his freestyle score. And surprisingly enough, Corey's freestyle score wasn't that much better than Podmal's.
And speaking of amazing, I think we're going to be in for maybe a kind of a heated battle here. Be interesting to see if Andre Villa can really head for this whole shot. Good jump for Villa.
And Villa gets in front this time now. This will be frustrating to Ribot. He goes to the inside, doesn't get as good a run into the whoop, so risky move. Now remember, Villa was getting that triple at the end. Ribot
Really fast out of the
was getting it in practice.
Oh yeah, Ribot looked good too.
He did not get it that time. Wow, and so a restart because of a camera placement. Advantage goes to Villa, but we were talking about Ribot's tricks looking bigger, and I think there the first advantage, the first exchange in the jumps, that's going to go to Villa or to Ribot again.
And Ribot is looking for something in the whip section. He's really coming on fast. Can he get this? Can he get it out? No, he doesn't get it. So Andre Villa managing to clear those 3 jumps, the triple, and he gets so much more speed because he's back down to the ground in that corner.
And then stock flip for Villa. Again, advantage on the tricks. Less than a second in the differential. And I'm going to say there's probably at least 3 points in score differential, if not more at this point.
I was trying to figure out if he actually was whipping that flip, but it looked really like he just rotated it.
Just where freestyle has come and gone.
Upside down, 225-pound bike, and it's just a rotation. This
Last scoring jump. Right side up for Villa.
Right side up, he goes for the 9 o'clock now. Well, they both go for the right side up, and Moto shorts it a little bit. He actually cases the top of that jump, and Villa is starting to run away a bit here. Look at the differential here. It'll show up right now. 3 seconds to Andre Villa. I don't know if Matt Ribot's tricks are worth 3 more points.
At this point, it doesn't seem like the last one, the advantage in the tricks would go to Villa, in my opinion. So,
look how close this is. Andre Villa, because of the time, will advance. Really close in the scoring, but Villa had the speed. And I think a worthwhile protest because of that camera for Andre Villa. So disappointing for Matt Ribot, who really has come back strong this year. Great run for Andre Villa to put him in the gold medal round.
Here's our bronze medal match. Libor Podmol from the Czech Republic versus Matt Ribot from Switzerland.
And I think Matt is lucky to have had just a little bit of a break to kind of rest after he raced 1.5 times because of that red flag. So Ribot in the 4-stroke, the orange bike closest to us, and Libor Podmol on the outside line. He was trying to get in there
and trying still to get to that inside. He knows it's critical to get in front because the speed element is with Ribot so far.
Much better line there through the whoops for Libor Podmol, but he's so slow when he gets into this rhythm section. He just doesn't set it up right.
And Ribot not getting that triple at the end there, but a clean lead. Now, both these guys have great tricks. When you're talking about Podmol, you thought, nice. Kiss of death whip, a cliffhanger whip. You thought that Podmol might be holding back a little bit.
Well, I just thought he needed to really go and extend it. He doesn't have the racing speed, and you just see how fast Ribot is. He should slow it down a little bit approaching that ramp and pull the biggest possible tricks he can to impress the judges.
And this is the bronze medal match, so the winner of this will earn X Games bronze. The loser, well, they'll be one away from a medal.
The loser will have a lot of red dirt on his boots and not much else.
Well, for Podmol, if he does not get the bronze medal here, at least he did get it in step up 1 night ago.
And it's going to be an interesting day again tomorrow. Moto X Freestyle going to end out X Games Moto Iguacu, and Libor Podmol and Matt Ribot going to be going up for that competition.
I'm looking forward to seeing the runs. So Ribot not getting, you saw him,
he was looking for something. Wow. Was that an underflip? Did he get it?
I think it was a X-up flip.
Huge style there, and the judges are definitely going to dock Matt Ribot. Wow! I'm surprised at that style score.
That's really close. In fact, it's so close that it's a tie.
So Matt Ribot crosses this line, and he's going to win it.
He's going to get the bronze medal.
Yeah. Fist pump in the air.
Are you surprised the scores were a straight tie?
I really honestly thought that Libor Podmol's tricks were executed well, and the last trick that Matt Ribot did, it looked like it was just a straight flip.
Just a straight flip.
Just a flip, folks. The yellow bike is Curry, who got a huge jump there. The green bike, Andre Villa. Villa almost kind of settled back there to see what Lance is going to do.
And Villa and Corey both fast.
Oh, Andre trying to get the inside line.
Watch for the triple here at the end.
Oh, didn't get it.
Oh, yeah, Villa, different use of lines there. We'll see if it comes into play a little bit later. Lance Corey, your #1 speed rank. Villa was actually your 3rd speed rank.
Big trick from Villa. Corey again trying to execute that one quickly.
We'll see if Villa tries to use that triple.
Little problem there for Lance Corey. Almost went over the front. Gotta say though, he's riding this racing section really well.
And not able to get that time around.
Oh,
Villa,
look at the the inside.
He overjumped the one right before that last section. And a quick flip from Villa. Heel quick flip from Corey. What do you think? The tricks are close.
I love that Lebo on the side of the course, just screaming and willing these guys on. They're really close. Small differential. I think Andre's going to look for that triple here to try and get past them. Corey, here we go.
Corey trying. Look at that triple right by. Goes right up the course.
No way. Corey's down.
Now what? It looked like Lance Corey was messing with his flip levers in that section and made a mistake. And at the same time, Villa went huge to go by.
So Corey does the rock solid in his last trick. What happened to Andre Villa? Just pushing it too hard. He's back on the course, back on the bike, with a differential now almost 10 seconds. So Corey can pretty much just cruise this one home.
Lance Corey was doing something with his flip levers as he was going through that rhythm section, distracted himself, had a bit of an issue there, but as Andre Villa tried to hammer his way by.
Villa was heading for the falls. I don't know where he was going. Wow, Lance Corey, he doesn't have the biggest style score, but he has a huge margin in time, and Lance Corey will take gold at X Games. What a great moment for this young man. His wife, Courtney, looking on. His dad, Lance Sr. Man, that was amazing, Kevin.
I want to see, I think Villa just got caught up. That dirt is, we talked about how it looks super tacky and can be, but there are slippery sections. We saw it in the Enduro X.
And Andre Villa is, I tell you, if there is a gap somewhere that Andre Villa can find a way through, he does the most amazing things. He is a phenomenal rider.